Salvete omnes, and welcome to the Aeneid, Book 4, lines 173 to 187. Some of my favorite lines, and I think some of the more universal lines, where we see a description of rumor. And here we have the description. Here we see a picture of what they thought she looked like through the description of Virgil. It's a great description of what a rumor is and what a rumor needs in order to thrive. And so let us begin. When we last left Aeneas, he was having a relationship in a cave with Dido, and the rumor of this relationship is going around the cities of Libya. So let us begin. Extemplo Libyae magnasit fama per urbes. Immediately, extemplo, the fama, and this is what we're going to call rumor. This is a more of a harpy, but we're going to call this rumor because this is kind of the evil depiction that she really is. So rumor immediately goes through the magnas urbes, through the great cities of Libya. So immediately the rumor, and we personify her as a rumor, as the story or the narrative that is going through. And she is pretty evil if you think about it, and a great description of how a rumor grows. Fama, again, rumor. Then which, quo is going to translate as then which, malum quo non aliud velocia ulum, mobilitate we get viresque ad quiride undo, parva metu primo, maxese atolit in auras. So rumor, and all the reds here are our nominatives, except for auras. I made a mistake there. That's actually should be a green as an accusative. The reds, they're going to go in order. Nominative, genitive, dative, accusative, and ablative will be red, orange, yellow, green, and blue. In that order so that you can remember them. And it kind of gives you some highlight as to what you'll be seeing here. So rumor, then which, not any ulam aliad, any other evil, is more swift. So not any other evil is more swift than rumor. It is invigorated, we get, by mobilitate, by mobility. And it gains its vires. Vires, this is the word for vis, which means strength, not vir, which means man. This is the word for strength. And it gains strength by eundo, by going, a little gerund here in the ablative of eo ira. Parva metu primo, maxese atolit in auras. At first, primo, it is parva, small, because of fear. Because people are afraid to spread the rumor, right? So at first it's small, but soon she raises herself, atolit sese, into the air. So rumor is something that gains its strength or thrives on movement. If you don't continue to have a rumor, then the rumor just stops, right? You have to keep on telling the rumor in order for people to continue the rumor. So if you personify rumor, she has to gain her strength by going, by moving around. And then when she gets strong, boy, that rumor is really powerful when she gets strong. Ingreditur solo et caput inter nubila condit. So and then when she gets strong, she raises her head into the air and she touches the ground, and her caput, and she keeps her caput, her head, between the clouds. The parent of rumor is Terra. Terra is the parent, or gave birth to that extreme one, irritated because of the anger of the gods, as they say. And when Virgil says "as they say," he's actually referring back. He tells you when he uses a phrase like this, he's referring back to another reference, and in this case, he's referring back to another author, and I believe that author is Hesiod, where he's referring back to him and saying. He's addressing that there's another work. Yeah, so Hesiod's Theogony is what he's talking about here. Irritated, as they say, she gave birth to this extreme sister, this extreme one's sister, to Coius and Enceladus. And Coius and Enceladus, if you look them up, again, you have to know a lot of background to understand some of the things that they're talking about here. But Coius and Enceladus are the siblings of rumor, and Enceladus is one of the Titans, and Coius is another Titan and one of the giants. And she is swift with respect to her feet and with swift wings. So she is covered here. She has very quick feet, you could see there, and she has quick wings. So she steps on the earth and she raises her head among the clouds. Parent earth, having been provoked by the anger of the gods, as they report, gave birth to that last one, the sister to Coeus and Enceladus. And she is swift with respect to her feet and with swift wings. She is a monstrum horrendum, an ingains monstrum horrendum, a huge and horrid monster, to whom there are, and that's a dative of possession, to whom there are sunt corpora plumae, to whom there are as many feathers on her body, tot vigiles oculi, as many vigilant eyes underneath, miraculous to say. So it's miraculous to say this. Don't forget about dictu. Dictu is the fourth principal part of the verb in the supine form. Miraculous to say. So many lingua, so many tongues, and so many mouths make sounds or resound, and so many ears perk up. So she is a horrible monster or portent. To her, there are as many feathers with respect to her body again, so many vigiles oculi, so many tongues, so many mouths. And you think about what a rumor is, think about all the people that spread a rumor. So there's so many speakers, so many eyes watching, and it's a great depiction that I think still holds true today. Okay, so what does a rumor do? Nocte, at night, volat, she flies. Medio, in the middle of the Kylie and the Terrae, in the middle of the sky and the land. Per umbra, through the shadows. Stridanes, rustling. Nor does she declinat, does she decline or put down her lumina, her eyes, in sweet sleep. Lumina here is the word for light, and they use light to mean eyes, so a little metonymy here. At night she flies in the middle of heaven and earth, rustling through the shadow, and she does not turn down her eyes. So she's up all night spreading this rumor to everybody. She is the rumor that is being spread. In the Luca, when she's on the light, she sits, sedet, as a custos. Custodes is the word for guard, as a guard. Either on the summi columina, on the highest rooftop, on the highest pinnacle of the roof, tecti, so this is roof here, tectum tecti, or she is in the turibus altis, in the high turrets, the high towers, and she territat magnas urbes, she terrifies great lands or great cities. Of course, if you think about it, a rumor, what a terrible thing a rumor is, because if rumors start going around and they're false, they can terrify you and terrify great cities and make changes to cities. So this is the rumor that is going around about Dido and Aeneas. And she is the messenger, as a tenax nuntia, a greedy messenger of both ficti and wary, of both things that are true, wary, sorry, and things that are ficti, of things that are false. So she's a greedy messenger, and of the false and of the perverse, of the false and the perverse, I forgot the prawika, of the false and perverse as of the true. So this is the depiction, and we're going to continue on with this depiction. Let me see if I can go on here. Okay, actually, maybe I'll continue on. This one, rejoicing, filled replebat, the populos, the people, with multiplici sermona, with varied talk, right? Because when you have a rumor, like, did you hear? Did you hear? That's the rumor. So this rumor fills people with talk. Did you hear what's happening with Dido and Aeneas? That's what they're talking about. And she's rejoicing. Of course, people who start the rumors love it. The rumor loves it. And she sings equally. My arrows aren't working there. And she sings, she sang, or she proclaimed equally, things facta and infecta, things done and undone, or things true and untrue. So you don't really know. When a rumor spreads, it's really hard to know what is fact and what is fiction, because it gets embellished and it grows as you spread the rumor. So we'll stop there for now and think about this depiction, this personification of rumor and how it spreads. And I think it's a great depiction that we can continue to use today to personify the detrimental and deleterious effects of what rumors can have on people, on societies, and even on great cities. So thanks for listening. Walete.